All right, it's Tuesday, March 19th. I just wanted to highlight a trade I made on Eli Lilly because it brings a lot of things together. I bought the stock here at 764.50. I scaled out at 768 to kind of set up an overage trade. I'm still watching it. You can see here on the daily chart, it's moving higher now. It's up to 769 or so. But I'll show you why, when everything comes together the right way, this is ideally what you look for in a trade. A lot of stocks, might have intraday structure that is going one way or the other, but it doesn't really, align with some of the context and the bigger picture. But anyway, if you look at Lilly, just to kind of show you why, to me, this was a really good trade. Where everything came together. First of all, on the weekly chart, this is a stock in a big uptrend, so I kind of follow it every day just to see when things might be aligning. You had the big hammer bar here from last week, so it came down, it took out a target, and it closed, it looks like a reversal kind of thing. If we want to start up this week and get a 2-up week back to that 800 area. So then today, yesterday you had kind of a down day, even though you're expecting this week to be a reversal week back to the upside. And what happens today is price kind of opens up lower, takes out the low of yesterday, but then comes up and takes out, the first bar high up here and the midpoint of the prior day. So I bought it here at this blue line at that point. Once I also saw the market was getting strong at that point. So, what I'm showing here is that once it came down, I had an upward bias based on the weekly chart. Again, keep that in mind. Then I see that this comes down and takes out the low of that day, but then after the first bar, is penetrated to the upside, that gets to the halfway point of this bar. So the chain reaction there is that your expectation is for an outside day to the upside. Once that hits, that also triggers the 2-up week. And the 2-up week with 3 days to go has a target up here to the 800 area. So I like that multiple chain reaction thing where the daily structure kind of has a target on the daily chart to a certain area that will then trigger the weekly chart, towards its area. And that's when everything comes together. So now, I'm at no risk. And then I'm conservative about it. I could be holding on here and playing it all the way up to 800, but I just scale out, set up an overage trade. My break even stop comes down to somewhere in here at this point. And now I get to watch Eli Lilly, and decide if I want to just day trade it, depending on how this day will end, or do I want to, on the weekly chart, maybe if we close strong green, ride it for a couple of days towards what should be the weekly target up here to 800 until proven otherwise. So just thought I'd point that out, how, these are the situations where really everything comes together. And if you kind of do homework at the end of each day, you kind of get to see what the daily chart is showing you, really what the weekly chart's showing you once you see the reversal week. And then you look for anything on the daily chart that would, confirm that. Ideally, it would be kind of a 2 down, 2 up kind of move. Today, it was more of a 3-bar potential where you took out the low of the previous day, came to the midpoint of that day. So you're looking for that. But anyway, just thought I'd point that out. It's moving up nicely now. And again, the big picture, until proven otherwise, this thing could really, move up, all the way up to the 800 area. We'll see by the end of the week if it gets there.